Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? This is Chris from That Square Sportsman podcast here, man, breaking down the draft. This is a little bit of a mock. I'm going to go through every single team, starting with the Arizona Cardinals first, as you saw in the caption of the thumbnail. Yeah, I do sports. I do all sports, but I really love football and college football the most. I have a lot more fun with it. Just a quick little brief intro about me, but let's dive in, shall we? Cardinals have the 23rd pick in the draft, and they're projected to get this guy named Jeremiah Jameson out of Florida State, which is not a bad pickup for them. I think they do need help on the edge rushers because, J.J. Watt is getting a little older, and there's no telling what Chandler Jones is going to do this offseason. I think they should double dip for the simple fact because they have the 55th pick in the draft in the second round, and I like other defensive edges as well in this draft. I'm waiting for it to load a little bit, y'all. My computer's really slow here, but that's okay. So if he's there, I would like for them to get up on this guy named Cameron Thomas, 6'5" out of San Diego State, 264 pounds. He's not really a chase you down kind of defensive end, but he closes his edge. He covers subpar, but I really just want them to double dip at this position because their guys are getting older. It's not really substantial for them in that position. They need to hold down on that, especially with Budda Baker, Isaiah Simmons. They've got a good little young defensive core going on there, and it's only going to get younger if they draft these two guys right away. With that being said, in the 87th pick, I know you guys are screaming offensive line for the Cardinals. Offensive line. I'm going to give you what you wish for, right? Straight up out of the O-line category. If he is there, I doubt it. 87 pick overall. We're going to look for this guy. Well, this grown man, I should say. Grown man. Braxton Jones. Yes. A lot of people don't know who he is. 306 pounds, 6'7", University of Southern Utah. Hands are huge. Had a great year, played 24 games in college as a starter. Great run blocker, amazing pass blocker, which, of course, the Cardinals, they air it out nonstop. I think he'll be there, especially around maybe mid-80s, late 90s pick. I think that is perfect for them. The first three picks, I got them going edge rusher, Jeremiah Jameson, another edge rusher named Cameron Jones, and then I got another guy at 87 who's going to be their offensive lineman, Braxton Jones. Now, the Cardinals don't pick again till the 6th round. So these three picks that they've got to hit right away. And if they don't hit right away, obviously, you know how that goes, right? You know, the GM's going to look bad, coaching staff's going to look bad, everybody's going to look bad. So what we want to do is when you look in this deeper part of the draft, we get a lot of skill players, and that's what I'm thinking about right now for them is skill players. That's what they really need is a skill player position. And I don't want to get another receiver, but Hopkins is getting older. He's fairly, what's the word I'm looking for here? Hopkins and Zach Ertz are fairly older, and at the 200 pick, I think you get a receiver with some weight, some height, some class, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. Because I'm looking and I'm trying to find a valuable receiver for him, especially late in the later rounds. So here's what I got. You can get 6'4" Isaiah Weston out of Northern Iowa University. Guy's not that fast, doesn't wow you, but he's 6'4", 210, creates space. He's a good X receiver. I don't think he's bad. I just think that, we're looking for height. You got Rolando Moore, you got Pitts, you got Hopkins. I think this is a perfect pick for y'all. Now, coming back at the 16th position, 216th position in this draft. Like I said, you got a lot of later picks, right? 216th position. This is funny again because I think that they need a double dip. I do think they need to receive a running back as well too, but I don't think that's top priority for them. Top priority for them is to get another tight end. Now this one could be a blocking tight end, and I'm just being honest with you. You could get this guy named Chase Allen out of Iowa State. Big body, man. 40 time doesn't wow you, 4.8. But 250, 6'7", can definitely move some people, especially in the box. Helps out with the running game a little bit. I know Kyler Murray wants to take off, and that's what he wants to do, but this is something that, Arizona's got to address right away. At 242, we're still in the 6th round. Yeah, no, this is the 7th round. It's in the 7th round. So at 242, the 7th round, this is where I think you get another skill player. Not really much left in this draft. Like I said, this draft is really, really weak this year. But I think that there's a lot of role player guys, So, as we pull up the running back position, furthermore, what I'm looking at, it's going to be late in the pretty much in the later rounds. Probably going to have to get a guy who we left on the board, really, to be honest with you, at that time. There's this guy named John Lovett out of Penn State. Difficult to bring down. He'd be more of a power back. He's 6 foot even, 209 pounds. He doesn't wow you. He's not a guy that really electrifies me. It's just, he's going to be one of those players that not only are you going to kind of have to mold, but if he's there, take him. Because simple fact is you got Connor, and you need a power back. You need a power back. That's what you really need, is a power back. And I think to wrap up the draft, pretty much at 257 and 259, they go straight defensive backs. They get a safety and they get another corner to help out Buda Baker and them coverage-wise. It's a lot of corners coming out in this draft, by the way. A lot of safety. There's a lot of defensive backs. I like, again, because I watched him play a little bit. It's funny. I think that Jonathan Sutherland, 5'11", 210 out of Penn State. Again, 2 Penn State players. And then also you backdoor in the second part of the 7th round. You also get this guy named Vincent Gray. Defensive back, 6'2", tall guy. So he can evolve eventually into a safety, which I think is perfect for this organization right there. That would help him out a lot. But Vincent Gray and, of course, Jonathan Sutherland, 2 boys out of the Big Ten, can handle their own. I've seen them play for a while. I think that they're really good. Of course, Jonathan Sutherland, strong hands, makes plays on the ball, effective blitzer, come down. You could have, Isaiah and Buda, kind of relax off the coverage. Then you got, of course, strength, trust, and eyes with very good awareness. That's my boy, Vincent Gray. I think these guys are going to be decent in the NFL. You guys tell me what you think, Arizona fans. There will be more videos coming too. Better quality of me talking. But check me out. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me